A car is approaching the parking lot of the Islamic Center. The volunteer is approaching the car and he will ask a few questions. Do you have your mask? Do you have a prayer rug? Do you have your reservation papers? If the answer to all of this is yes, then he will ask, are you feeling well? Temperature is taken. And have you been in contact with somebody who was not feeling well or who has come from overseas? If the answer is no, everything is good. And then the car will be asked to proceed to the parking lot. No? And the same questions will be asked. Do you have your mask? Yes, he has. Registration? Yes, he has. Do you have your prayer mat? Apparently, this brother forgot the prayer mat, but we have no exceptions. We cannot allow this. This person is ushered to go behind the building of the Islamic Center, and this person is asked to leave. We have to be very strict when it comes to that. People who left their cars are now lining up to enter the premises. We are keeping the 6 feet separation, as you can see in the line, before they will show their registration papers. People who have been registered are on a list and the names are checked. The brother's name is there, so now he can enter. Now this brother came. Now the first table is for 3 things. He is handed a bag to put his shoes in. He already has a mask and everybody is encouraged to have one. So he is not going to get a mask. And now he will sanitize his hands on his way to the musalla. Another brother now is arriving. It seems he has his prayer mat as required. He takes the bag, puts his shoes in, but he also is given a mask because he forgot to bring one. Even though we are encouraged not to forget that, but we will supply it if you don't have it. After he puts his shoes in, he is ushered to sanitize his hands on his way to the prayer hall. All facilities of the Islamic Center are inaccessible except the prayer hall, and that's why we have this separation at the entrance of our center. As you can see, even Quran shelves will be encased because they are also inaccessible. People are ready now to enter the prayer hall. The usher is showing them where to sit, because unfortunately it is not going to be people choosing their spots. You come and you occupy the spot that is right in the front, as people will start to fill the ones next to it and next to it. So the other person now, another person now is ready to enter, and the usher is taking him to his spot. He is going to put his prayer mat right at the mark, and then it will extend forward. So the back of the prayer mat, the usher is showing him how to do it, but with time we will know that the back of the mat is on the mark and then it extends forward. And this is how it's going to be. A third person is waiting by the door, and he is now following instructions of the usher. Now we all know that the ushers are there to help us, not to make life difficult for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward all the ushers because they gave their time to make sure that this process is smooth. And this is now how it's going to happen. The fourth person is coming, and as you can see that the spots are filled one by one. We cannot afford to have people walking by the shoulders of others if they choose their spots. That's the idea. 5 minutes before the khutbah starts, the doors will be locked, and there will be a security guard standing by the doors to ensure safety and security. إن الحمد لله نحمده تعالى ونشكره ونستعين به ونسترشده. Brothers and sisters, please note that the entire khutbah as well as prayer will be no longer than 20 minutes, so that we allow a smooth exiting of the premises and to allow us time to sanitize the building, the spots where people sat, as well as the knobs of doors and everything potentially touched by people, to allow the others to come. As Fard Salat is finished, everybody will be asked to make a dismissal line. Please note, there will be no sunnah or nafil offered after Fard Salat on the premises. So now the dismissal line is formed in order, one by one. Okay, you can see the brother now putting his shoes on as quickly as possible to avoid bottlenecks. The plastic bag is deposited in the bin, sterilization, sanitization, and then exiting. The second person, actually we may do it a little bit faster. As one person is putting the shoes on, depositing the plastic bag, the other one is ready to leave. There will be signs to show everyone where to stand, where to sit, all instructions. This is a sample of where everybody will be sitting at the prayer hall. To avoid any cross-contamination, wudu facilities at the center will be closed. You are required to make your wudu at home, please. In as much as I would love to embrace everybody, talk to everyone, make sure that your spirituality is growing, we cannot do that yet. So inshallah, we stay safe and we see each other until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills that this pandemic will be over.